Real-time yields analysis, part 6, financial impact, adding $20 per carcass. Managing carcass value with real-time yields. Real-time yields adjustments. Without real-time detailed yields, we don't have an accurate picture of our fab yield performance. Not on the day that's taking place, nor on the following day, because all we're doing is assuming a certain standard yield, which doesn't take into account the carcass types that are going through fabrication. We can't adjust fab yields to maximize carcass value because we don't have the level of resolution and yields that we need to make those types of adjustments. With real-time detailed yields, we have an accurate picture of our fab yields performance immediately. We can correct any deficiencies when they occur, saving lost value. And we can manage our yields to a positive 1 or positive 2% plus side, generate additional value. Calculating financial impact at a subprimal level. We're starting off with a negative 1% variance. That's our experience has been that from negative 1 to negative 2% is what most fab floors generate when you actually apply detailed yields to what they've fabricated. We're going to look at 850 pound yield grade 3 steer, standard weights, 1% variance, 0% variance, positive 1, and a positive 2 variance. These are the numbers you can see for that 120A. Standard weight at 26 pounds and a negative variance being at 25.74, all the way to a positive 2% variance at 26.52. And we're looking at the 189A right here. That's a standard weight would be 13 pounds with a negative variance of 1%. We're talking about 12.87 all the way up to a positive variance of 2% of 13.26. Here we're going to look at the actual impact of going from a negative 1 to 0, from a negative 1 to a positive 1, and a negative 1 to a positive 2. For the 120A, we gain 1/4 of a pound from negative 1 to 0 for $1.82. All the way up to going from negative 1 to 2%, we gain 3/4 of a pound for a total gain of $5.46. When we look at the 189A, we have a gain for going from negative 1 to 0 of 0.13 for a $1.72 gain. And when we look at the going from negative 1 to a positive 2%, we have a gain of almost 0.4 for $5.17. Now we're going to look at a daily fab. We're going to assume there's 1,000 carcasses coming through. We're going to assume that this is the distribution of the quality grades and programs, and these are the yield grades of the carcasses coming through. 1,000 carcasses, and we're going to look at the dollars gain from a negative 1% variance if we're able to adjust those either to a 0 variance, to a positive 1% variance, or to a positive 2% variance. We're looking across these different categories for the subprimals. And we're going to add back in lean because now we're going to move that weight back into the subprimals. So the lean loss is going to be calculated at 50% lean at $1.25 a pound. And what we're going to see is that we go from a negative 1 to a 0 variance, we gain $19,000 that day. If we go from a negative 1 to a positive 1 variance, we gain over $38,000 that day. And if we go from a negative 1 to a positive 2 variance, we gain almost $58,000. When we annualize that, we're going to see that going from the negative 1 variance to 0 variance, we've gained $4.8 million. If we go from the negative 1 to the positive 1 variance, we've gained $9.7 million. And if we go from the negative 1 to the positive 2 variance, we've gained $14.5 million. So that's obviously a significant change in values. Real-time yields analysis, part 7, example of real-time yield system in use. For more information on real-time yields, contact NAV Analytics at 800-280-7107. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.